Family-owned business Royal Scott Golf and Bowl agreed to host the mixer after Lansing Brewing Company backed out. If the feasibility study recommends a full removal, the Grand River in this stretch could experience a faster flow, as a result cleaning itself and increasing biodiversity. However, this faster flow brings safety into question for some community members. With the back of the line still continuing to form just 30 minutes before the doors open, the front of the line, you can see the people who arrived here first at 5 a.m. this morning. Thanks, Marvin and Aaron. After the grand opening of Michigan's first Raising Cane's location on Tuesday, the line stretched around this block. More than 250 people waited in line to wait for the doors to open and get their first purchase of chicken. I'm going to head right on inside and talk to our regional leader, Jennifer Chef. Oh my gosh, I can just smell the chicken in here frying. All of these school buses and no one to drive them. The Lansing School District is experiencing severe shortages of bus drivers. Buses are arriving hours late or not at all. Coming soon, we'll learn what the district is doing to help solve this problem.
When I say big, you say grits, big, grits.
Some came for the first time.
I'm excited to feel the energy.
And some have felt this energy before.
We're like a good city block or so away from the entrance.
With the back of the line still continuing to form just 30 minutes before the doors open, the front of the line, you can see the people who arrived here first at 5 a.m. this morning.
Hi, folks.
About 3,000 Michiganders lined up. Some walked with signs.
Because I believe that freedom is on the ballot, especially for women in Michigan.
All to see this.
Hello, Detroit!
Former President Barack Obama paid a visit to Detroit to stump for Governor Gretchen Whitmer and the Democrats' Get Out the Vote campaign.
American democracy is also on the ballot.
He talked about voting rights, inflation, education, and abortion.
If that's not worth 15 minutes of your time, I don't know what is.
And encouraged voters to fight for what they care about.
Booing doesn't help. They can't hear you boo, but they can hear you vote.
The Supreme Court was wrong for what they did when they brought that up. That's the main thing.
That main thing, the fight for reproductive rights, is influencing voter turnout according to Obama and many Michigan Democrats.
We have so many women in authoritative roles and leadership that we cannot undermine those rights. We have the right to do what we wish with our bodies, and that needs to be maintained.
It was all exciting for the crowd.
It was fantastic.
Especially for the first person in line.
Especially when Obama came out.
He's the best.
Yeah.
He's the best.
Yeah.
He's the best.
It's in the hands of voters to determine what happens next.
Our democracy is on the line. This could be our last free and fair election. I'm not even so sure about this election.
If President Obama can come to Detroit on a Saturday morning, I sure as heck can.
In Detroit, Alex Hill, Focal Point News. Temperatures warming up, snow melting away, and more people being outside are typical signs that spring has arrived. But for Michiganders, the real indicator is beer.
We have a lot of regulars that they come here for the first one of the year.
Every spring since 1992, Michiganders have celebrated the release of Bell's Oberon Ale, a seasonal variety only available in Michigan from March to September. Michael Kruger, owner of Crunchies Burgers and Beer, celebrated the release with their annual midnight tapping party.
We crown a king and a queen, of Oberon, and they're the ones who actually get to taste it first, and so they're the first ones, technically in Michigan that are allowed to drink it.
While March 20th officially marks the first day of spring, the 21st now officially marks Oberon Day. Governor Gretchen Whitmer officially proclaimed the third Monday of March as Oberon Day, just as Bell's Brewery is celebrating their 30th anniversary of Oberon Ale.
I think it's great for Michigan. It's great for Bell's. It's obviously, I know Gretch is a big fan of Bell's in general and specifically of Oberon, and so I thought it was super cool that she did that.
More than 14 million pints of Oberon Ale were purchased in the state of Michigan in 2021, and East Lansing residents like Rose Locks are happy to support the Michigan craft beer business.
I feel fantastic knowing that we're supporting local businesses to Michigan and helping our own economy.
Even though Michiganders know September will come quick and Oberon will no longer be on the shelves, they will continue to savor the sips.
Who doesn't like Oberon?
Until spring comes again. In East Lansing, Alex Hill, Focal Point News. A recent MSU grad and a current student have teamed with Michigan State's Burgess Institute. They're creating an app for artists and filmmakers and actors and more. Imagine, there are almost 9 million apps in the world, but Danielle Tice felt something was missing.
And for me, it was a creative community.
She thought there needed to be an app, sort of like a mini LinkedIn for creative people. Her business partner, John Hart, agreed.
Being a filmmaker and an actor for the last 4 years of college, I've always struggled to be able to find actors who wanted to consistently work, as well as crew members who wanted to really get on projects and take them seriously.
Now, how could she get these people together? Well, by inventing an app for that. She pitched the idea at a 36-hour pitch competition.
We did end up placing first, so we were like, this idea has something, right?
And won first place, $500. Michigan State's Burgess Institute took notice and now are funding Tice's new app called Fellow.
I already had these ideas of, what our Fellow headquarters is going to look like and what kind of events we're going to do.
After constructing a business model, being accepted into a pre-accelerator program with Burgess, and receiving more than $5,000 in funding, a Lansing-based IT company called DewPoint is taking on the development of the beta app.
And if you're interested in making a cool album, if you're interested in making a horror movie, if you're interested in making a really big painting, there are people out there who will drop what they're doing to help you out.
Danielle graduated last year, and John is a senior this year.
I would say swamped is the right word to use.
But John and Danielle know their idea is becoming a reality, and that idea alone is getting them through the busy days.
After the app is launched and it's formed, I think we will see an exponential amount of growth.
Don't be surprised to be able to tap on this icon very soon. In East Lansing, Alex Hill, Focal Point News. Launch of the beta app is estimated to be in the winter. If you're interested in being one of the first people to use the app, sign up for the beta list on their website. That's hellofellow.org. Reporting live in the newsroom, Alex Hill, Focal Point News. Chloe, back to you.